Hey, how's everybody doing? Today is July 23rd. I am day minus two. I got 2 days left till I get my stem cells back. Everything's going good so far. Uh, the chemo and the rabbit. Again, the rabbits to knock down my T cells in the immune system. The chemo's to knock off my white blood cells. Um, I've been keeping track of everything, and I got a little sheet over there that tracks my blood cells. Ooh, look at my pig line. Um, but it's been keeping track of everything, my platelets and my white blood cells and my hemoglobin, and I'm starting to drop. When we put up the chart, um, it 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 showed where I jumped up, like my body had a reaction, and to the chemo and everything, and it. Oh, let me scoot up here. It it made my white blood count go up a little bit. The steroids may have done that too. But everything's starting to come down now. Um, I'm right on track. Again, I've got no nausea, and uh, that I've been going for walks around the corridors, because they're kind of split. Like you come in, and there's one side, and then there's the other side. But I've been walking around them and trying to get some exercise, waiting for this catheter to come out tomorrow before I hit the bike, and I'll start riding the bike, trying to get my blood cell or my blood flow to increase more, especially after I get my stem cells back. I'm going to want that cardio kind of workout a little bit. Not too strenuous, but just enough to get the blood flowing. Because again, this PICC line goes from directly into my heart. So when the stem cells get reintroduced, they're coming right out of the source that's pumping everything around. Um, I can't complain. I've been doing okay. I mean, I haven't seen any real symptom reversal yet. That stuff that will come eventually. But it will come. I just got to be patient. Um, and I saw Dr. Burt this morning. He did his round on Saturday. He doesn't have his entourage on Saturday, so you can kind of talk to the man and knock off that cold edge that he has, because Northwestern is a learning hospital, so he's got a lot of students, kind of, so to speak, working around him. He's got an entourage that follows him and learns what he does. And I touched base with him. There were some questions I wanted to ask him. And, some personal things, like with my blood counts, and, when I become neutrophic, I still can't pronounce it. What things I need to look out for, and talking about certain things that are misconstrued across Facebook. Now, Facebook does have good information, but when you see Dr. Burt, if you're coming to Chicago, this guy will tell you. This is the first thing I asked him. I said, "You are the pioneer of this, aren't you? You basically founded this." And he said, "Yes, it was me." So, Dr. Burt is the numero uno guy. I am seeing the best of the best, the number one doctor in the world. There is no doubt about that. I heard it from his mouth. No one can take that away from him. Nobody. So it's a comforting thing to know that the world works off of this man's genius. Um, but yeah, that was one of the questions I asked him, just to clarify for my own knowledge. So he is the founder of hematopoietic stem cell transplant. Anybody who wants to argue that can take that up with Dr. Burt, but that's what this man tells me. Um, Simple things, like when you become nootropic, you, you don't got to be so anal retentive that you can't have fresh fruit. You don't got to be so anal retentive that you don't. You know yourself. Let's put it that way. You know your body, and if you're starting to feel sick, you do something. You try to get well. But you do got to use common sense. There is a wide variety of folks who I have seen, and I won't call anyone out, but they've gotten sick after released. They haven't been very precautious, and it's something that, even though you are released, you still gotta, you gotta take time to do stuff. And I asked them things like, because on Facebook they make it sound like, oh, you're gonna be a year before you can do certain stuff. No, some people go back right away. Everybody is different, okay? And I can't speak for myself yet because I haven't exactly gone through the procedure. I don't know how it's going to 100% affect me, but it does look good for me right now. But what he did say is everyone is different. Some people do instantly go back to normal life. Like they, after the blood work and stuff. They give it a few months, of course. Let your body heal. But people do go back to life sometimes almost instantly. Go back to work right away, he even said. So that could be a positive outcome that comes back for me. I may not have to take the whole 3 months off. It could be a positive thing depending on the blood work and how everything looks in the follow-up after I get released. But again, it is using common sense, okay? Don't put yourself in a situation where you could potentially become sick. I mean, you have no immune system. Remember that, folks. It gets wiped out. The white blood cell count. Right now, I'm at 7 something. It basically wipes you out to 0.1, which means like basically less than 1 white blood cell between, I think it's like a liter. So you have no immune system. You got to be real precautious. So, like going to concerts, or for me, I'm going to take time off from work because I was a mechanic all my life, and currently I'm on disability working at a gas station. Money is filthy, and until I get cleared, blood work, and Dr. Burt says, yes, you're okay, your immune system has rebounded, I'm going to take the time to fully get back to myself. I don't want to press the issue. I don't want to get any infections. I don't want to damage myself any further than I have in life. And I'm kind of chunky, and I'm not fat. I've seen a lot bigger people, but I mean that there's nothing wrong with being big either. But the point of what I'm trying to get at is, I'm gonna take this as a new lease on life, and I'm gonna work out, and I've already quit smoking, and I'm gonna try to eat better. Try, keyword. And I'm gonna lose weight and turn my life around. That's the whole point on this. This is giving me a second chance at life. So those who don't understand multiple sclerosis, it affects 100% of the patients differently. So, in about the 2 years I've had it, for about half of the time I was stuck with a cane, and my neurologist in Bloomington, Illinois, did say that, about 5 years, I'd be in a nursing home. At 35, I don't want to be in a nursing home. I want to have my life back. And this is what procedure is doing for me. It's doing what medicine couldn't do, what medicine can't do, and it's eradicating the disease. Medicine doesn't eradicate the disease, it only slows it. And that's been that way for decades and decades. As long as we've had medicine for multiple sclerosis, all it's ever done is change the course of the disease, modify it. It's called a disease-modifying drug. When I say DMD, that's what I mean, a disease-modifying drug. But it doesn't kill the underlying cause of the disease. The rogue cells that are basically, I don't care who gets pissed off about this, they are retarded cells, and they are attacking my body. And if I can't call those cells retarded, they are my cells. I can call them retarded. That is bad. Nobody needs that in their life. I'm up here now, like I said, I'm on day -2. Tomorrow's day -1. The catheter comes out Sunday. Monday is stem cell birthday. But, there's people up here who aren't having such an easy time as I'm having. And I'm truly blessed. And I thank God, and I thank Dr. Burt, and I thank everyone who's given me support and encouragement to have the strength to bear with this. Because, even though it may look simple on me right now, those who started, same day, it ain't so simple on them. And that's not what I want for them. I want them to have it like I have it. I would rather switch places with them and them have it easier and me have it harder. Why? Because I'm that kind of guy. I don't want anybody to suffer any more than they have to. I would gladly do that for anyone. But it just so happens to be that God chose me to have it easier. And I didn't ask for that. And I didn't expect it. I expected it to be a rough road. But so far, I've been truly blessed. And I can't be thankful enough. So I want those to know that who are considering this procedure, it could be a rocky road for you. But I do need you to understand that the outcome of this, for the short amount of time that you have to do this, what I'm doing, it will be life-changing. It will be worth every second of the rest of your life. You will never, ever regret it. Ever. I can't imagine a soul who would regret it. We're about 13 and a half minutes. I've been kind of babbling about everything. There's nothing real specific. I just kind of wanted to give an update. I do want to say I love everybody. Even though I'm staring at my catheter. That's funny. I do love everybody, and I thank them for the encouragement, and I want everyone to know I'm doing all right. And you may not reach out to me, and I may not reach out to you, but we are on the same wavelength. I know we're thinking about each other. So I love my STEMI family. I love my family. I love my friends. Everybody that follows my blog, and please do share, please, with everyone. I mean, this just isn't for MS. This is for autoimmune disease. There's many autoimmune diseases. So what I'm going through is just one of the many regimens. Every regiment is different. Just slightly. It's not a huge difference, but it is different. But just know that there is hope and remission for some. I will use the word cure because I do believe in a cure, and believing is half the battle. you got to have a positive attitude, and you got to stay focused on what your goal is. And my goal is to be cured. And nothing will take that away from me. No one could ever talk me down from that word. And if you try, you might as well cram it up your ass, because I don't care to hear it. I don't need negativity, and nobody's been negative. But I'm just saying, I don't need negativity, and no one else in this situation would like negativity. Just remember that you got to keep your eyes on the prize and stay positive, and that is more difficult than anyone could believe, but it is half the battle. And it's where we all belong. Again, I hit my 15-minute mark. I'll probably shut it off right here, but I love everybody. Thank you for watching. Please share. Please give anyone this information, and I'll keep y'all posted and updated. Anybody that wants any more information, please reach out to me. I do have tons of information that I have stockpiled just for this very specific reason, to be able to share it. And I love y'all. Y'all have a good day. Bye.